Hi, I'm Bart Hanson. I'm the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
I just have a hand from a 1-2 home game.
Okay.
So we're playing six-handed. I have a lot of history with these guys. It's unranked. It's just we play all the time. And unlike these standard 1-2 games, it's very aggressive. It's a little. Both of the villains in this hand are very aggressive. Really respond to weakness.
Did you hear that
Really
other? Did you hear that other call about the 1-2 home game with the aggressive player too? A few calls
Yeah, I
ago.
did hear that.
It's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And actually, I have a very similar hand to him. I have
Oh,
ace
okay.
queen off.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go through the hand. What are the stack sizes?
So I'm effective at 330, and I'm
Okay.
under the gun. We're playing six-handed.
All right. So 330 effective, six-handed 1-2. No straddle or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
So I have ace of diamonds, queen of clubs.
So hero with ace of diamonds, queen of clubs from UTG. Okay.
And so I raise $8 under the gun, which is kind of the standard. Everyone raising to 8 the whole
Okay.
night.
So like 4x. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's this probably the most aggressive guy at the game is directly to my left, which is unfortunate. And he calls directly to my left in the hijack. And folds around to the big blind, who's probably the second most aggressive player in the game, who calls.
All right. So guy to your left, who's the hijack, calls, and the big blind calls. Is that right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
three ways to the flop, and it's queen of hearts, five of diamonds, seven of diamonds.
Queen of hearts, five of diamonds, seven of diamonds. Is that right?
Yeah. So the big blind checks. I bet 14, I think, into 25, maybe a little small, and they both call.
Call. So queen of hearts, five of diamonds, seven of diamonds. You have the ace of diamonds in your hand, right? Ace of diamonds, queen of clubs. So you've got top with the ace of diamonds in your hand. You just put $42 in on the flop. So the pot is like just shy of 70, right?
Yeah, it should be like 67.
Okay. So what's the turn?
So the turn is the nine of diamonds.
Okay.
I think maybe This is where I got a little confused. I don't know if I'm supposed to play tricky here. So it's checked to me. Big blind checks, and I check it, kind of hoping that the guy to my left would put in a bet because he's very aggressive when kind of shown weakness.
So you think that you're hoping that he's going to try to represent something? Obviously, 6-8 comes in here as well. These are this is another thing sort of that kind of has changed with some of the computer modeling of these specific spots. Now, I would always have said, hey, let's err towards betting here without the diamond in our hand, right? So we don't allow a free card and we can get called by someone with the ace of diamonds in their hand, right? Like the nut flush draw. And let's check when I have the ace of diamonds so I don't get raised off my hand, right? That's where I had always sort of erred towards. The computer modeling actually saying that you should err towards betting here more often when you have pair plus flush draw. Like I've seen this spot quite a bit when we do top section, and our instructor will do he'll run like a simulator, a GTO simulator, a model, and it will say you're supposed to actually err towards betting the nut flush draw plus top pair quite a bit here. Now, I certainly don't think it's terrible to check or bad to check or whatever. And like I said years ago, I would check in the spot here too. The fact that the 9 comes in might actually still make this a little bit more of a check if someone is playing 6-8 or something like that. It's probably not quite as bad as a kicker card like a jack or a 10. But I obviously think that checking is fine. The other issue that you'll get into though is that at these stack sizes, when you bet with ace queen with the ace of diamonds, if you're playing in a higher game and you're a deeper stack, people aren't going to raise a flush here. You know what I mean? They're not going to raise. But I imagine if someone has a flush here, they're probably just going to raise you all in, right? If you were to bet out 75. I mean, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I surmise. So that's a case for checking here too. So you check. Hero checks.
Yeah, so I check, and I don't know if this is important, but the guy directly to my left, he was down probably 800. So he's down a little bit. kind of tilted. He's still a pretty solid player, but
Okay.
uh, so he bets 90.
So
The spot's
hijack
like 67. He bets 90.
bets. So he overbets. Interesting.
Yes, and so this isn't a new thing for him either. He's done this in a few different spots just tonight and previously. And so the big blind folds, and I'd call.
So big blind folds, hero calls. And so what? You guys are going to have about $200 left or a little over 200, something like that?
Yes.
So about a pot
Yeah.
size bet. So he bets 90 into about 63 or 60 or 67 or something like that. When you make the call, the pot's going to be about 217, and you obviously have about a pot size bet left. I mean, I don't think that there's anything but call here in this spot. Now, if you didn't have a diamond here, let's say you had ace queen offsuit, you could definitely make a case for folding. But again, it's going to be very player dependent, like in these particular games. So, all right, let's go to the river.
Okay. And the river is the 9 of hearts.
Okay. And I wouldn't think that there would be much to do here, but check.
Yeah, so I check.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually tanks for about 3 minutes and then checks back. He kind of goes to muck, and I show, and I'm good.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if that's kind of the correct line to take there.
Well, it's interesting with his overbet on turn. Like, so what if he had moved all in on the river? Are you going to fold? I am assuming.
Yeah, that was the interesting. I don't know if this is a call down hand on the river. I was thinking about that when he was tanking for like 3 minutes. But
Well, I mean, the fact that you have the ace of diamonds, if you're trying to start to think about what hands am I supposed to call down with, what are the best hands am I supposed to call down with the bluff catch with? Yeah, I mean, having the ace of diamonds in your hand is definitely good for a bluff catcher, right? What would be the best hand to call down with here? Probably like as a pure bluff catcher, I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe like ace nine which would be trips, right? Ace nine with the ace of diamonds.
yeah,
But ace queen. I mean, that's definitely going to be a good one. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really have that much of a problem. That much of a problem with the way that you play it. The other issue that we can just when they put these things into these computer solvers, like they're taking people and they're playing pre-flop optimally, and these guys aren't playing optimally. So it's hard to say what's the best play on the turn, whether to check or to bet. You know what I mean? It really depends on how wide these guys are playing. So
yeah,
I
it's
don't
probably
really,
pretty wide pre-flop.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with the way that you played it. But thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.